Everybody, my name is Paul Dietrich and welcome back to another one of my math videos. Today we're going to be going over equations with angles and we're going to break down every single one of those steps. All right, you ready? Let's go. Okay guys, we have the problem on the board, so let us take a look. All right, so we have equations with angles as our title. So let's kind of take a look at what the problem's showing us and telling us what to do here. So it looks like, kind of looking at the picture first, we have two lines, well, three lines total, but two lines that are parallel. And that's kind of given to us by these little arrows, like little tick marks, I guess you can call them, little arrows here. Each of these two lines has one, so a little bit of an indicator that these lines are parallel, which means they will never cross, they will never intersect. And then we have a third line, our transversal, and it's cutting through both of these two lines. And what we have here is that we have angle A, and then we have angle B. So that's that's our picture broken down. Looking over to the right here, we have two facts that are given to us. One of them says angle A equals 8x minus 10 degrees, and angle B equals 3x plus 90 degrees. And we then have our question, which is solve for x first, and then find the measure of angle B. Okay. So let's take a look at our picture first, because we might have some questions like, I don't know where to start on this. So your biggest hint actually comes from your picture here. Both of these angles, A and B, are on the inside, I guess you can call it the inside of these two parallel lines. And so what we call those are interior angles, because they're on the inside of the two parallel lines. So if you kind of think about it like a house, let me turn the picture here a little bit. So imagine if like this was a house, right? Here are your two walls. If you are inside your house, well, you're on the interior. And if you were on the outside of your house, well, you'd be on the exterior, or that's the exterior side of your house. So because these angles are inside the parallel lines, they are interior angles. Our other hint is that the two angles, they are on opposite sides of this transversal. So there's a special name for them. They are called alternate interior angles. So they are alternate because they alternate the sides of this transversal, and they're interior because they are on the inside of the two parallel lines. Okay. The one thing that we know about alternate interior angles is this special relationship. Let me draw it out here. Because of that relationship, we know this. We know that angle A, whatever that is in degrees, because they are alternate interior angles, angle A has the same measure, angle measure as angle B. They are exactly the same. So if angle B, for example, was, I don't know, let's just say 100 degrees, right? Then angle A would also have to be 100 degrees because they have the same angle measurement. So we can write out angle A equals angle B. And now all I have to do to solve for x is I can just plug in my values in here and color code it here. So we're going to write in whatever angle A was, so 8x minus 10 degrees in for angle A, and then angle B, we're going to do the exact same thing. All right, so angle A was 8x minus 10 degrees, and that equals 3x plus 90 degrees. So we just made an equation. So here's our equation, right? So 8x minus 10 equals 3x plus 90. We want to solve for x. So looking at this equation, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my x's all on the left side here, because when I subtract, let me see if I can, let's get a good color here. Let me subtract 3x on this side, because then it cancels. There's no more x's on the right side, but because it's an equation, I have to do that to both sides. Oh, please, there we go. Okay. So when we combine these now, 8x minus 3x, that is 5x. I still have this minus 10, and I still have this 90 on this side. The only thing that canceled was the 3x on the right side. Now I have 5x minus 10 equals 90. And another way to think about it is 5 times what number minus 10 equals 90? That's one way to kind of think about it. But procedurally wise here, what we'll do is I want to get rid of this minus 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 10 here because they cancel now. But I have to do that to both sides of the equation. And the only thing left on this left side is 5x equals 100. All right, we are in the home stretch. So this question is now asking 5 times what equals 100. We know that's going to be 20, right? But just again, just to show all the work, let's divide both sides. And the reason why we're dividing is because this is 5 times x, and we have to use the inverse of multiplication, which is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 5. 5's cancel, and I'm left with x equals 100 divided by 5 is 20. All right, now we just got to double check because we just don't want to stop there, right? We got to double check our question here. So it says solve for x, which we did. X equals 20. And then find the measure of angle B. So what that means is that we have to look at angle B. We want to find the angle of this measure. Let's find the angle of this measure. Find the measure of this angle. So what we have to do is I'm just going to plug what I know for x and put it into what I know for angle B, what was given for angle B. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to do it on this side. So this is going to be 3x, here's angle B, 3x plus 90, right? And now I can plug in 20 in here. So this is going to be a 20. So I still have the rest of these guys. So instead of saying 3x plus 90, it's 3 times 20 plus 90 because x is 20. 3 times 20 is 60 plus 90. 60 plus 90 is 150. There we go. So we found it. The angle measurement of angle B, the measure of angle B is 150 degrees. So that's it. We solved it. Now, there is a kind of a cool fact, just because they are alternate interior angles, if B equals 150 degrees, that also means that A is also 150 degrees. That's it. We did it. All right. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you want to get updated more on videos like this. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.